Hello everybody, this is Peter B with Video 15. This video is about the baseball players turned actors. The first one I'm showing you is Chuck Connors. This is his 1952 Mother's Cookies card. He played for the Pacific Coast League, which is a West Coast minor league. I love the background. And there's Chuck Connors, LA on the hat. And that's what the back of the Mother's Cookies look like. Mother Cookies cards have no border and rounded corners, unlike regular cards at the time that had sharp corners and a border. They were packaged inside their bakery products. Chuck Connors' career: in 1945-46, he became a pro basketball player for the Rochester Royals, who later became the Sacramento Kings. In 1946-47, he was traded and played for the Boston Celtics. Then he left basketball and started to play baseball. In 1949, he got into one major league game with the Brooklyn Dodgers. And 1951, he got in 66 games with the Chicago Cubs. While playing for the LA Angels of the Pacific Coast League, he was spotted by a casting director, and he played a minor role of a police captain in the film Pat and Mike. He left baseball to pursue acting and appeared on more films and TV from 1958. His big break came in 1958, where he got the lead role as Lucas McCain in the TV show The Rifleman. The Rifleman aired from 1958 to 63. So Lucas McCain, Chuck Connor of the LA Angels. Next one I'm going to show you is John Maradino. This is his 1951 Bowman. John played for the St. Louis Browns, Cleveland Indians, and Pittsburgh Pirates from 1939 to 1952. He missed, however, 1942 to 45 because of military service. He was in the Navy. When he came back to baseball, he was on the 1948 World Series winning Cleveland Indians team. And after moving on to Pittsburgh, in 1952, he injured his legs and the Pittsburgh Pirates released him. At this time, he was appearing in film, but in bit roles. Since after being released in 1948, he pursued acting, and he appeared on many films and on TV. His big break came in 1963, where he got his biggest role playing Dr. Steve Hardy in the soap opera General Hospital. He played the character Hardy until 1966. So from 1963 to 1966. Most people know him as Steve Hardy, and not that he was a pretty good baseball player prior. John Maradino, 1951 Bowman. Nice background on these Bowmans. I love the Bowmans. And that's the back of the Bowman. Next we have Mike Donlon on a T206. He was a professional baseball player from 1899 to 1914. And he even played on John McGraw's pennant-winning Giants of 1904. There was no World Series that year. And then the World Series champs in 1905. He has a career batting average of .333. So he's a pretty good ball player. In 1906, he married vaudeville comedian Mabel Hite. In 1908, they started a play. They starred in a play. It was baseball themed and called Stealin' Home. He started making more money in showbiz than playing baseball, so he quit. By 1911, the play no longer was popular, so he went back to baseball. In 1912, his wife Mabel died. Mike did not play in 1913, but tried to make a comeback in 1914, but only played in 35 games, no longer the player he once was. So in 1914, he went back to acting in the stage. But he was friends with John Barrymore, who had him move out to California, and he went to Hollywood, appearing in small roles from 1914 to 1933, his death. Mike Donlon, T206, lovely card. Love the blue background, the green grass. Donlon getting ready to field the ball. And this has a very popular Piedmont back. Kurt Russell. Kurt Russell played 3 seasons of minor league baseball. This card features him on the El Paso Sun Kings as a second baseman. His father was a small professional baseball player, and his father actually owned a minor league team in Portland. And in 1973, Kurt played on that minor league team. But he was under contract with Disney from being a childhood actor. So he quit baseball to pursue acting, which is probably a very, very good choice for Mr. Kurt Russell. So this is an art card. Kurt Russell. He actually did play baseball for the minor leagues. The back of, like I said, there is no real baseball card, but there is art cards of him. The next card you see is minor leaguer Randy Poffo of the Gulf Coast Cardinals minor league. Randy was in the minor leagues from 1971 to 1974. He played a total of 289 games in the minors. During the winter of '73, on the off season, he started to get into the wrestling business. And after the 1974 season, realizing his baseball career will not go as far, Randy became full-time in the wrestling business. He also made a good choice because Randy Poffo changed his name to become wrestler Randy Macho Man Savage. Once again, this is an art card, but it's the only way you can get one with Macho Man on it. So I do love the card. Randy Poffo. Next, I'm going to turn to a singer that growing up loved sports, played baseball real well, but went on to become a famous country singer, making millions and millions of dollars. But he still had that passion of baseball in his blood. And that is Garth Brooks. Garth signed with the Padres to a minor league contract in 1999. He went 1 for 22 in the spring training games. Yes, it was probably a promotional thing, but they actually did sign him to a minor league contract. He was also in spring training games with the Mets in 2000 and went 0 for 17. So he can say he was a little bit of a professional baseball player, but obviously he's probably more proud that he's a multi-millionaire country singer. And once again, this is an art card, but it's the only way you can pick up a Garth Brooks baseball card. Garth Brooks. The Oakland A's were a dynasty from 72 to 74, winning 3 World Series. Unfortunately, the team was broken up by their owner, Charles Finley, and they kind of went their different directions on different teams and never the same until the A's became good. The 1975 Topps card showing them as winners of the 1970 World Series. It says A's do it again. That's their 3rd straight World Series win. And they're out there celebrating on the mound. And you can see the bat boy with his back to you. That bat boy grew up to be a singer, and his singing name became MC Hammer. The Oakland A's team actually nicknamed him Hammer when he was a clubhouse boy because he looked like a young Hank Aaron. So MC Hammer. Okay, I'm going to switch sports for a second. This is the 1948 or 49 Leaf card of professional boxer Max Baer. Max Baer was the world champion heavyweight boxer of 1934 and 1935. He was in professional boxing a while, but you know the name. Well, let me show you the card first. Lovely 1948 or 49 Leaf card of Max Baer. With the baseball cards, they also had boxing cards, so this is all in the same series. Lovely blue background, red boxing trunks, and that's the back of the card. Heavyweight champ, 1934-35. Well, people probably know a different Max Baer, especially ones that grew up in the 60s and 70s. And it's not this boxer, Max Baer, but instead, Max Baer Jr., his son. Who went on to have a Nice part in the Beverly Hillbillies as Jethro Bodine. All right, and finally, back to baseball. We have this player who was in a TV series, and one of the episodes, he tried out for spring training with the LA Dodgers. And the name of the show is The Munsters, and there's Herman Munster. He tries out for the Dodgers on the April 8th, 1965, Dave, for the episode called The Rookie. And it aired just before spring training of 1965 to get into the baseball theme of the upcoming season. So there you go. Herman Munster of the LA Dodgers. Thank you.